where simps run amok and men have less purpose than ever before. The study of female nature and the red pill has become all the rage. Men desperate to understand their female counterparts in the hopes they can one day date them. But what is female nature really? What do females really want out of a man?
Hey, why are we referring to them as females just to sound scientific when we can really just call them women?
Yeah, Zeus, just stick to the script. All right. This is the truth about female nature exposed.
This video is sponsored by Omax CryoFreeze. Hey, I've lived a long and adventurous life as a god, and as you know, the cornerstone of a high-value man is being physically strong and capable. That means I start every morning by going to the gym and crushing a hard workout. But with intense exercise and my manly lifestyle comes soreness and injuries. In the past 6 months alone, I've suffered 2 rib injuries from boxing. And the thing that helps ease the pain, soreness, and speed up my recovery is high-quality roll-on CBD. And our friends at Omax have really stepped up the game with their Omax CryoFreeze Extra Strength Roll-On. It's inspired by the latest cutting-edge cryotherapy. Omax CryoFreeze is specially formulated with high-quality hemp CBD and menthol to block pain receptors, reduce inflammation, and improve muscle and joint flexibility. And the best part is that it works within minutes of putting it on. All you gotta do is roll it over where it hurts and ice out the pain with an icy cold Arctic blast. It's super easy to throw in your gym bag and take on the go. And you know me, I love easy. If I'm being totally honest, my favorite part is the menthol cold therapy, which exposes the body to cold temperatures in order to numb and reduce pain and inflammation. As soon as I feel the cold feeling, I know my pain is just seconds from going down drastically. If you work out a lot, live an active lifestyle, or just have chronic pain from your lifetime of adventures like me, I highly recommend grabbing Omax CryoFreeze by clicking my link below and getting 20% off. And this is site-wide, by the way, 20% off the whole site. Enter Zeus and the discount will apply at checkout. Simple. I'm about to drop a hard truth on you guys. Although it's become popular to talk about female nature and the red pill, the truth is that most guys really just use it as an excuse to complain about women. Why has it been so popular to do this? Because most guys suck at dating. So spending all day writing paragraphs about female nature helps guys feel better about themselves. It helps them feel like they understand the problem and use their flawed logic to justify why they suck with girls. Most guys who complain about women or spend all day talking bad about women do it because they can't get women. They don't date the girls they want, and they don't have an abundance of high-quality relationships with women in their life. So what do? They spend all day online complaining about women, female nature, and why girls only date chads. Yet none of the guys who complain about female nature all day have an abundance of high-quality women in their life. It's because the real truth is that these guys don't understand women or dating. Here's something you need to realize. Understanding comes from abundance, never from scarcity. If you understand women so well, why don't you have an abundance of them in your life? If you understand women so well, why don't you have amazing high-quality relationships with women? Now, before you claim to know or understand something, ask yourself, have you already achieved what you claim to know? If not, then you may not know it as well as you think. You might think you know how to fight, but if you get in the ring with somebody and they beat you, how much do you really know? If you want to do anything meaningful in your life, it requires you to stop fooling yourself, and unfortunately, the easiest person to fool is yourself. Don't let resentful keyboard warriors on the internet convince you into thinking dating women is toxic, bad, or worthy of your resentment. Oh man, sometimes I just have to shake my head. Because if all these things were true, why would these dorks spend so much time watching videos and studying what women do? Hint, it's because they can't and don't get women, and this philosophy helps them cope with that hard truth by putting the blame on women instead of themselves. I mean, just think about it. If women were so toxic, why would these guys spend hours a day on videos and forums learning about women? Wouldn't you just avoid it entirely? Life is about relationships, family bonds, friendships, romantic relationships. All of human evolution is predicated on finding a romantic mate and spreading your genetics to the next generation. Romantic relationships are one of the most important, fulfilling, and meaningful parts of life. And learning the skill set of dating and communicating with attractive women is the best way to make sure you get the most out of this aspect of your life. And guess what? I am here to make sure that happens. But what's not helpful is acting like this part of life isn't important, acting like women are all about the same, and acting like pursuing women is a negative thing. I mean, for Zeus' sake, we're all sitting here today because I, Zeus, had tons of kids and made a whole universe. I love relationships so much, I don't even know how many wives I have. And whatever type of relationship or relationships you want out of your life, you can go out and get them. All it takes is your commitment to understanding yourself and your value as a man. Now, a quick disclaimer, this isn't hate at any one person or group of people. It's more so a critique of some of the toxic sentiment I've seen come out of the community over the last 2 or 3 years, and something I want to get off my chest. Because I hope to see you, my disciples, thriving with all areas of your life long into the future. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, Omax CryoFreeze. I can't emphasize enough how much their Roll-On CBD has helped with my soreness and past injuries. The icy cool feel, combined with the almost immediate pain relief, makes this a real no-brainer if you want to reduce soreness after workouts and improve your recovery. And if I'm being totally honest, if you're not training and feeling sore, then you're not living up to your potential as a man. So make sure you get out there and train and grab yourself some Omax CryoFreeze to help keep you training as long and as comfortably as possible. You get 20% off with the link below and the code ZEUS. So don't miss out, my friends, okay? And judging from some of the angry guys in the red pill space, they could probably use some of this Roll-On CBD to help them with the pain of their loneliness. I'll see you in the next video. Zeus Man out of here.